Hello and welcome to another Crystal Maze review. Today we're going to be looking at something slightly different, and that's merchandise from the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze. Now, if you're not sure what these were, they were basically the precursors to the live experiences that we have now in London and Manchester. They're big venues that house replica Crystal Maze sets where members of the public can go and play the games, much like the TV show. Now, there were 8 Cyberdrome Crystal Mazes worldwide. Yes, not just in the UK, but around the world. Now, these were in Blackpool, Southampton, Maidenhead, Coventry, Kuala, Oakwood and Dubai. Now, that is some achievement. There's a full write-up with pictures of the zones and some of the games on the Crystal Maze fan blog. So if you want to know more in detail about the venues, go and give that a visit. But today I'm going to be looking at the merchandise. Now, these, as you can see here, were some of the flyers that were available from various places. And you can see there the types of games that were played, the sets, medieval, Aztec. And we'll just have a look some more at the other flyers there. Crystal Maze. Now, I've tried to get as many as I can. Now, I've only been to the Blackpool one. I used to go there at least once a month. I used to dress up as Richard O'Brien sometimes, and then other weeks I'd dress up as Ed Tudorpole. So I was doing cosplay many, many years back. So let's have a look at what else there were. We'll start off with these. We had baseball caps with the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze, Channel 4. They did that one, and then they did another version, the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze Blackpool. So that's 2 baseball caps. They did a few t-shirts, the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze on the front, and then on the back the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze Blackpool. Another t-shirt, blue one. It said the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze at Blackpool, and that's just plain on the back. Then we have a sweatshirt, again plain on the back, but the logo again on the front, the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze, and that's really thick is that one, keeps you warm on that Blackpool front. Now, some of the stuff they had in the store were little things like this. A Cyberdrome slide puzzle game. You take that piece out and then you can slide that to make this logo. That's in plastic. I'll leave that there. Another type puzzle was to get that little ball bearing from this corner up to that corner. And obviously to bring it back you just go down there. But the aim of the game is to work out the path to there. So there you go. Again, just plastic. Then we have these badges, both the same. I just got 2, Cyberdrome Crystal Maze. These are just your normal pin badges. Then we have like a leather keyring, Cyberdrome Crystal Maze keyring, plain back, and I got 2 there. Obviously I used this one for my actual keys, and as you can see it's got a bit tatty, so I've sort of bought a new one to keep in good condition. Then we have a window sticker. Obviously that's back to front, but that said I cracked the Crystal Maze. It just peels off like that. I won't do it because it's a bit old now, so I've kept that on the card. Then we have the obligatory pen. I cracked the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze at the Sandcastle Blackpool with a phone number on, which I don't think will be still valid now. And then we have this. It's a little keyring. That's the packaging that it came in. I've opened it up now. I've taken it out already just to save a bit of time, and that's what you get. This fantastic crystal keyring. I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? Look at that. And then on the bottom, don't know if you can see that, I cracked the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze. So there you go, that's the keyring that comes in there. Now, if you've been to the venues, you don't have a maze master taking you around like you do with these new ones. You swipe in on the computer and you have a key card, and then you go to the different zones. It tells you on the screen which zone to go to. And I did actually, on the last week before it closed down, I did actually take this. And that's your key card that you take around with you. The Cyberdrome Crystal Maze, obviously you slot it into the computer that way. And it's just like your barcode thing on the back, your strip. So that was the key that took you around the zones. And I did kind of take this as well. This was from the Aztec zone, and as I was getting down from one of the towers, it came off in my hands and accidentally slipped into my pocket. Anyway, moving on, push them to one side for now. We also have other leaflets as well. I will say, when you do complete the games, you get a certificate like this, and it basically has your team name at the top. Survive the challenges of the Cyberdrome Southampton, Cyberdrome Blackpool, and it gives you all the names of the games and then the crystals that you won at the side of the games that you played. And you get, as I said, you get one at the end of every round that you play, and there's your score. That's not a bad one, 1063. On the back, the Blackpool one was a certain fish and chip shop, and then there was a little strip at the bottom here for vouchers for money off for your next turn around the Cyberdrome maze. I have this, a complimentary ticket to admit 2 adults and 2 children, obviously no longer valid. And then we have some other flyers just telling you about the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze. Obviously I won't read it all out because there is a lot there, but feel free to pause the video, hopefully it's clear enough. Now this was a thing as well, the Cyberdrome Challenge Club. Now I became a member of that, and you got discount when you went to play it, and that's my Cyberdrome Challenge Club card. I'm just covering up my address. So obviously, well, it's my old address, but obviously I don't want people sending off. So you got this membership card, and then every so often you could get these, the Cyberdrome Crystal Maze clue books for £1. Entry into this was very cheap as well. I think it was about £2 or £3 or something. It might not even been that, but it's very good, which is why I spent all day there. I went to Blackpool, never went on the pleasure beach or anything like that. Just spent all day from morning till night in the Crystal Dome and the Crystal Maze. So again, as I say, I won't read it because there's so much, but these were little magazines that you used to get. General information about the venues. That's your computer cards. How to log in. Some game hints to try and help you solve the games quicker. And now you could always, as a member, you could write in, and if you had any tips, you could always send them in, and they could possibly get printed as well in here. So that's all your different medieval, industrial, and then at the Crystal Dome. And then you get a map there, not to scale. Now, as I said, some of the Cyberdrome ones did actually have the ocean zone in. I think it was the Southampton one I went to. It had ocean zone. It's absolutely brilliant. Obviously, as far as I can remember, there was no water involved. It was all sort of games with a nautical or a maritime theme. But it shows you that it can work, and I just wish the live experiences would, take that on board as well. Just use the fact that water doesn't have to be involved in these games. So there you go. And then obviously to finish it all off, we have the obligatory Crystal Maze carry bag to take all your stuff home in. So there you go. That's the Crystal Maze Cyberdrome merchandise. Now, I said this is just some. There's probably loads more stuff that I never got from other venues. but it's an expensive hobby. But I've kept them all safe. They're all in a box and everything. So I hope that's been of some interest. If you've got any comments about it, please feel free to drop them in the comments section. I know the guys who owned and ran the Cyberdromes are still going around. They're posting videos and reviews of the venue, so check them out as well, because it's all good stuff. It's all Crystal Maze. So once again, thank you for watching and take care.